I've been on a roll with a lot of dungeons, but I don't think I'm going to get this one done in 30 minutes. With 8 floors, and a lot of paths to go to at first. And my memory being as poor as it is, I'm hoping not for death. And I'm going to have to use every single item to complexly get through this horrible dungeon and defeat Ganon once and for all. But Magma, we haven't even gotten everything yet. I know. Also bombs. Like I said, I'm gonna have to pull every single trick out of my hat. That beautiful yellow hat of mine. Oh dear, and it's a return of the Master Hands from dungeon number 3. Could this get any more lovelier? Playing dodgeball. With fireballs, tiles, magic fairies, and hands. But what if a magic key does not appear? Well, then I'm just out of luck. Oh, yep, I'm out of luck. No key for me. Wait, key for me? Key for me! Oh, Magma doesn't remember anything about this game. It's like that memory stored deep inside you. Oh, poo. How's that for failure? Oh, let's go in this other downward staircase. Yeah. Fair enough. Very fair enough. So, this time without Mr. Hand coming out from nowhere. I got some fire lighting to do. Now, I've heard about being the light of somebody's life, but this is ridiculous. So I have to do a little prep work to make sure I do it successfully, because this is going to take very quick movement. But you know, I didn't even need to go that way. Derp. Failure. Oh, I just barely made that. Oh, that did not sound right. That's an awkward angle. Not even good enough angle for my boomerang. So... yeah, it's funny that the last dungeon actually requires a little bit of intelligence now, doesn't it? Of things you wouldn't do normally. Gotta be a little quicker so the smoke fumes hit that just right. And my reward is something fantastic. A rupee. More rupees. And a compass. And a lot of hits. and the privilege of moving a block. Well, that was some privilege, now wasn't it? Oh, here's a strange look at everything. If you think about it, something weird is going to happen. Well, I screwed up there. It's worth a heart. Some things in life are worth the heart. Some things are not. Sometimes you just forget why you do things. Don't make fun of me. That's heartless. Ugh. Speaking of heartless, maybe since I have a tiny bit of extra magic, use that invincibility to my advantage before my legs are taken out from under me. I am still a little suspectful that Master Hand wants to say hello to me. So am I being a little cautious? Yes. Am I being a little quiet? I don't mean to. I'm sorry. I just have to see invisible platforms. Are they invisible, or do they only appear when you have something lit? The answer might be yes. I'm not taking that chance. Oh, they do appear. So if you have really good memory. I hear the Chuckles now. Very funny, Mr. Chuckles. Otherwise, you might have to feel your way around. And I mean that in the most non-perverse way possible. So, what do you do in your spare time, huh? Besides watching my videos. Do you make fun of people? You really shouldn't. Although if you do, well, some people deserve to get made fun of. It's even in the contracts. Or I can show you another way to light up things. Behold! Flashiness. Well, that's one unique way to solve the puzzle now, isn't it, Magma? I mean, you could also watch your enemy movements and see what happens. But a little cleverness goes a long way. Literally. A lot of cleverness goes a huge mile, though. And if you're too clever, well, sometimes you outsmart yourself. See, I just outsmarted myself. I shot an arrow up his nose. That is an example of how I outsmart myself. Among using half my magic bar to get a fairy. Hey, here's a great example of outsmarting myself. Don't these guys look familiar? The very first boss as a common room enemy. And you would have thought my sword would instant kill them. No, they have a little bit more health than I remember. Or maybe they're beefed up just for me. And once again, hopping mad. Kinda like Kefka. Referencing your Final Fantasy is again, Magma? Indeed. I reference a lot of things. And for the record, 2015 maybe. If I don't retire beforehand. Retire. You never really truly retire from gaming. You just put it on standby. And well, sometimes your standby lasts longer than you live. So hopefully there's video games in heaven. Or whatever afterworld place you believe in. But what if they don't believe in afterlife places, Magma? What if they think just you're dead, you're dead, you're dead? Well, can't help you there. So get away from it, so I can nab one of you. Fairies. They know I eat them. They know. They know too much. That's pitiful. And behold, for once luck goes my way. It wasn't luck. It's my red suit. With a pimpin' lavender hat. And green gloves. So yes, I have the strongest armor in the game. The red male. Not to be confused with this red females. Definitely not. Insert your various red mates jokes here, please. Because if you think about it, Link is a mage after all. And a rage mage in Final Fantasy used a combination of magic and swords. But did he use grappling hooks? Probably not. And I probably screwed up the puzzle by doing that. But regardless, I can't reach that far, Magma. I can't think that far, now can I? These edges are slippery as all heck. All heck? Do you really want to say all heck? Memories are coming back of me pushing soldiers down cliffs. And now, spikes in inanimate objects while pushing me down the cliff. The irony precedes me. Speaking of stuff preceding me, do I even really need to go this way? Probably not. Behold a second key. Leads me to a portal where I can warp. My mind is warped. Should I even warped? This is gonna hurt no matter how I do it. Well, fiddle frack. Now it looks like I'm stuck. Either that or I'm going to take a lot of damage. Until I discover the one block that was all by itself was a push block. And now we have this type of maze. How to use portals by Magma WK. Don't. I should play Portal 2. Someone gifted it to me a long time ago. I don't even remember who now. I may have gifted it to myself. And I still haven't bothered to play it yet. I should be ashamed of myself. Who else should I be ashamed of? I should be ashamed of myself for not realizing where this is. I know where this is now. And now I realize why I said this dungeon is going to take me longer than 40 minutes in most likelihood. I should just start heading upstairs, because that's where the boss is. I think. So in the next video, I go upstairs. I'm probably going to reveal that I did something really stupid.